Hi, welcome to the SMG Diverse Show, episode 139. Today we've got 10 guests we're going to feature, and we've got a bunch of panelists around the world here. Coming up first is Mary Sarah. She's not got an introduction today because she's got a couple 100,000 followers, but I'm friends with her friend Todd Gross, and he sent me in the video. She was top three in The Voice a couple of seasons back in America. Just sit back and enjoy this marvelous track from Mary Sarah, and then we'll get going with the reviews. So sit back and enjoy. There's no introduction for this one, but I'm going to give her. I'm going to let her off because she's an absolute star. Sit back and enjoy this. Song 1 of 10.
Just coasting by. My friends all think I've given up on life, so I got a grand idea to get me past Georgia. I tried Jack and Jim and it didn't work. It's been so long I forgot how to flirt, but I got a remedy for my kind of heartache disease. I ain't gonna lie, I think I've cried out every ounce I got. Maybe it's time for DIY, straight out the box. Your memory gone. Intuition, you never would have gone nowhere. Damn, it feels like a good day to go blind. Sipping homemade shine while I let it set, thinking about all my newfound confidence and how I'll send a thank you later, 'cause you did me one hell of a favor. I know one thing, when that timer rings, yeah, I'll be fine. After all, you cost me so much more than this, $4.99. Oh, I'm gonna turn this dark to light. Oh, you did me wrong, so this feels right. Clean up this hot mess with some tone and bleach and wash it right down the sink, 'cause it's time I shook you out of my hair and cut your memory gone. Get you wishing you never would have gone nowhere. Damn, it feels like a good day to go blind. I was low, now it's nothing but highlights, 'cause I know some things just have to die. Oh, I'm gonna turn this dark to light. Oh, you did me wrong, so this feels right. Clean up this hot mess with some tone and bleach and wash it right down the sink, 'cause it's time I shook you out of my hair and cut your memory gone. Get you wishing you never would have gone nowhere. Damn, it feels like a good day to go blonde.
Well, that was song 1, and it's absolutely, absolutely world class. She's amazing. And let me hear what all you, ladies and gentlemen, have got to say. So let's start down the bottom. Let's go Sabina, then Phil, then Alan. What was your thoughts here first? Sabina, Phil, then Alan.
Yeah, this was amazing. Top class in every way. Production, great songwriting, amazing voice, very unique voice. Everything was just so well packaged and such great delivery. I really loved the title as well. I thought it was had this sass and yeah, just amazing. So congratulations.
Wasn't it? Phil, then Alan, then James. Phil?
Yeah, Sabina just nailed it. I mean, not obviously a first-class production, phenomenal, world-class vocals. But what I really liked was the energy, the tempo changes, the way the song evolved as it went on. It just really kept you. It really kept your interest. It really kept you locked into it. Just absolutely brilliantly done. So that was wonderful.
Well said, Phil. Well said. Alan, then James.
Yeah, I thought that was great too. Just like the first two folks, As a guitar player, I love that it started with a very cool riff. So that really caught my ear right from the get-go. Production-wise, as the other two have stated, this was a really, really well-produced song. Every instrument was very crisp, very clear. The vocal was fantastic. And I'm not really into country music, but this song, I would listen to this. This was really, really well done and had a nice breakdown too. I think it was after the solo, but it was a really top-notch song. Good way to start things off.
Well said, Alan. Yeah, she's fantastic. James from Indie Live Radio, what was your thoughts? Then Laura?
Well, I had a spooky moment when that played because I've actually listed her on my show, not this week, but next week with the very same song.
Small world.
But absolutely blown away. I only stumbled across her about a week and a half ago when I was just kind of doing a bit of surfing, trying to find some new artists for the show. And like everybody else said, you know, the production is absolutely superb, but it's what I've come to expect from kind of country pop numbers now. They're all very, very high quality production, and this girl has got it in spades.
Well said, man. Well said. That's awesome. Laura, Justin, then
All
Corey.
right, well,
Laura?
yeah, it's always a good day to be blonde, clearly. But I love the production. I love her voice. Everything was so tight, you know, like there was no room for anything to go wrong in that song. It was just so tight. And what I really loved about it was it's like a, you know, like if you're having issues in life and you just make that stand to reinvent yourself, doesn't matter what you're doing, you know, going blonde or whatever you want to do. But making that decision to start up a new chapter of your life, I think is really empowering. And so I like that song a lot.
Well said. Well said. Justin, and then the Story with Corey podcast. Justin?
Yeah, everyone's already said it's great production. She is a fantastic performer. I think too, as a lyric craftsman, the metaphors, the nice hook and the catchphrases were well done as well, you know, because she's not just talking about changing her hair color, right? She's talking, like Laura was saying, she's talking about reinventing herself and changing her situation, but using something fun like hair color or hair bleach, you know, to convey that. So I can appreciate that a lot.
Well said. Well said. The Story with Corey podcast, then Matt?
Yeah, everything else that everyone has said, plus the arrangement was something really cool. The way that the bass functioned with it, with the guitar, the melodies were also really, really tight and really, really interesting to listen to. Something that I think a lot of pop songs kind of miss out on. The arrangement was really well done.
Well said. Well said. So Matt, Steve, and then Brett, the final three comments until we get to the second song. So Matt, Steve, then Brett.
Yeah, same here. I agree with that, what everybody said about it, you know, and that's just what I was saying. It's an anthem song, you know what I mean, for women, you know, not just for women, but for people in those situations that are changing it. And I really liked it. It was great. She's gonna go places, that's for sure.
Well said, man. Well said. Steve Andrews?
Well, it's all been already said, but I'm just going to basically say it again. Absolutely top quality performance and production. And, you know, Mary Sarah, she's got that star quality. So, yeah, it's just perfect, all of it. Fantastic.
Well said, well said. Mr. Brett Gardner?
Good production. I enjoyed it. Spunky is the word that comes to mind for me. A nice, good country attitude, good vibe going on there, good vocals, good performance. I enjoyed it. Yes.
Well said. So, well, thank you, everyone. That was Mary Sarah. Until the next time. And coming up next, we've got Laura Claire Townley, and the song is called Falling. Back to the you know, the introduction videos here, which I've got. So sit back and enjoy the story behind Falling, and then we'll sit back and listen to it as well. So let me see. It's over here.
Hi everyone, Lauren Claire Townley here, talking about my latest single, Falling. It's an upbeat country anthem with a bit of Americana vibes to it as well. It's all about falling in love more and more with your partner, day by day, throughout the mundane daily grind of working, the morning routine, making coffee, doing chores, and also the hard times where you're feeling a bit of a disconnect. and just falling deeper for your partner more and more every day. Hope you enjoy it. It was recorded in Beard Music Group over in Nashville with amazing elite Nashville world-class session players. Hope you enjoy it. Mwah. Cheers, everybody.
Hey, what a beautiful little introduction. Now sit back and enjoy the song. This is song 2 of 10, One Love.
The morning sun upon your face, the daily coffee I don't make, the turing tests that I can't fake, remind me of so far away. The way you wear your smile so warm brings me back to where I'm from, but I can't miss that anymore, no, no. It's come to me and come undone, and we'll be falling, falling every morning. We'll be falling. You hide from covers of your past. Normally your charms, they don't last. I won't let you get away, no, no. You won't promise that you'll stay. And we'll be falling, falling every morning. We'll be falling, and we'll be falling, falling every morning. We'll be falling. We'll be falling. And we'll be falling, falling every morning. We'll be falling, yeah, falling, falling every morning. We'll be falling in love.
What an absolutely beautiful song, and what a lucky man to have you write songs like that about you. Absolutely wonderful. Let's start from the top and work our way down this time so that it's, you're not getting last. Let's go Brett, Steve, Matt. What was your thoughts here, gents? Brett, Steve, then Matt.
The thing that caught my ear was the catchy hook, falling, falling. It gets in your brain, and that's really what a good song is all about, is gaining your attention right off the get-go. And it was a very nice hook, and I enjoyed the good production, good performance. I enjoyed it.
Dito. Steve, then Matt.
Brett just basically said that, that it's catchy, which it is, and it had, basically it's going to get top marks for everything, basically, because the vocals were really excellent, the production, the performance, the lyrics, I thought the lyrics were great, and the music video, which went really well with everything, with all of the songs. So, yeah, top marks for me.
That's it. Matt, then the Story with Corey podcast. Matt.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I noticed too that it had more of an old school country authentic sound to it, more than than a lot of the country stuff that you hear is more like pop to me. It was cool. It got, brought you in, showed people dancing, at fairs and stuff. It was good. The video was good too. It was great.
Well said. The Story with Corey, then Justin.
Yeah, I think the fiddle playing was amazing. A nice touch, like you said previously, that older country. If I had one critique, it would be the falling. Instead of going up, I like when words paint, and so when the melody went down with falling, that is something that's a personal preference, but that's what I like in music. Otherwise, I mean, it's a great song. So,
well said, man. Justin, Laura, then Indie Live Radio. Justin.
Yeah, I can echo that with Corey. I love music painting with the words and stuff. Although I think there may be an intentional juxtaposition here because like when you fall more in love with someone, things well up inside you. So there may have been an intentional thing of falling, to bring that up, even though the words coming down. But yeah, very catchy hook. And when I heard her talk in her intro video, that's not the voice I expected to hear singing in the. I was like. Well, that's a totally different, way thicker, more robust. I was expecting something more, I don't know, like thinner, pixie. I don't know. It was different. So it caught me off guard. But the coffee I don't make. My wife talks to me about that every morning, so it's very, very relatable because I'm the one who always gets up and makes coffee, and she's the one who gets to enjoy it. So true to life situations, well written.
Said, well said. Laura, then James, then Sabina. Laura?
Yeah, well done. And like Corey was saying, that fiddle solo was great, and the guitar solo as well. That was a really nice touch in there. And I really, really loved those really delicate harmonies that she put into the falling. It's like you could hardly hear them, but they just put a chef's kiss on the end of it. So very well written and well produced, and her voice is fantastic.
That's said, well said. James, then Sabina.
Yeah, an absolutely super song. And in fact, I made a note because I'm going to add her next week as well. Brilliant. Immediately, I thought earworm. I think it's one of those songs that you're going to get an earworm from. You'll be driving along or something and you'll hear it and you'll be like, where did that come from? It's a brilliant song, well put together. And like Justin said, the voice is just completely different, but wonderful all the same.
Well said, well said. Sabina, Phil, then Alan. Then we'll get to guest three. Sabina?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing, of course, with everyone, and the melody is still echoing in my head. It was so strong, really amazing earworm for sure. Great delivery, love the energy, and just overall, really amazing.
Well said, well said. Phil?
Yeah, Sabina, you're the first one to use the word energy, and that's exactly what I was going to say. The first thing that came to mind was just such incredible energy in that song. What a great attitude! What a fun song! And then the video just kind of brought it all together. She's clearly having fun, and obviously delivering a phenomenal track. So I just love the energy of that. It really just got me fired up for the rest of the day.
Well said. Alan from Brother Dynamite, what's your thoughts finally on this wonderful track?
Yeah, you have started this show off with two really solid songs. If I had to describe this song in one word, it would be the word fun. This was a very upbeat song, and that hook is it's still in here. I'm still hearing it, and really, really well done song. A lot of fun, and she looked like she was having fun in the video, so that comes across as well.
Yeah, everyone well loved it. That was Laura. Lauren, play her kindly till the next time. So coming up next from Pennsylvania, we've got Matt Maloof. He's in presence here. So we'll sit back, we'll hear the story behind the song, and then we'll sit back and listen to it, ladies and gentlemen. Song 3:10. Down That Road, Matt Maloof.
Peace. Hello, Matt Maloof here. Thanks for having me. Down That Road is kind of the song that kind of cemented me as a singer-songwriter. One of my most popular songs since this came out, most requested. And everybody sings along with it. It's about going through things in life, mostly heartache, that been down that road before. It's like I've already done this once before, but damn if you don't do it again, So the reason I picked this song is because I'm getting ready to breathe some new life back into it. I'm working on a music video for it right now. Should be out here pretty soon. I'm real excited about that. I'm getting back at playing out. I'm going to start working on booking some shows and stuff. Check out my website, mattmaloof.com. All my other music is available for digital download on all platforms. Thank you very much for having me. Hope everybody has a great week. Stay safe. Take care. Thanks, Mark. Peace.
Yeah, what a wonderful introduction, man. Matt Maloof with Down That Road. Sit back and enjoy song 3 of 10. One love.
Every time I give my love, it ends the same. Guess it's really no one else but me to blame. Better think of something to make a change. 'Cause every girl I pick drives me insane. And I say, I think I've been down that road before. Down that road. Maybe not with you, but someone else for sure. There's only one place that it can lead. Down that road. That's a place I've already seen. And I think it might be time for me to say, sorry, but I must be on the way, yeah. You know I really hate to see you cry, but these feelings I can't hold inside. And I say, I think I've been down that road before. Down that road. Maybe not with you, but someone else for sure. There's only one place that it can lead. Down that road. And that's a place I've already seen. And she says, there's really no need for you to go. Give me one more chance, I can change, you know. Things will be better this time, you see. So come on, baby, and stay with me. And I say, I think I've been down that road before. Down that road. Maybe not with you, but someone else for sure. There's only one place that it can lead. Down that road. That's a place I've already seen. 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 That's a place I've already seen.
Well done, Matt Maloof. Absolutely fantastic, dude.
Thank you.
I've been listening to you for a while, man. It's just great to get you in here eventually. Matt Maloof,
Thank you.
stuff, wonderful. Right, so let's start from, I'm just going to go bottom this time, make it easy. Let's go Alan, Sabina, Justin. What was your thoughts there?
Yeah, Matt, I'm a rocker, and now you're speaking my language here. That was really, really good. It was very heartfelt. Production is top notch, and I loved everything about it. It had a real, I think a word that would describe that, it had a real vibe.
Thanks.
It was very, very well done, and great piano playing at the end there. That was really cool.
It's actually my producer.
Oh,
Pianos. Yeah.
well, kudos
Yeah,
to
he's
him or her. Yeah.
phenomenal.
It definitely stood out to me, and everything was really good about that song. The lyrics were good, but overall, just had a great vibe. So, congrats on that. That's top notch.
Thank you.
So Sabina, Justin, then Phil.
Yeah, totally top notch. And what I really loved about it too was the honesty of it, you know, and that I think is so relatable. So very heartfelt, amazing voice, production, everything. And yeah, I really love the raw honesty in it. So yeah.
Nice.
Justin, Phil, then Laura.
Yeah, I'm a fusion producer, so I love it when worlds kind of meet. And I was hearing like Rod Stewart plus Creed plus Rick Wakeman.
Yeah.
So I like just the whole package was really something to appreciate, like the way that it was put together. And very relatable lyrics as well. We've all been down roads that we don't want to go down again. So lots of ways to connect to this song. Great job.
Thank you.
I said Phil, then Laura.
Yeah, I'm listening and I'm thinking, okay, this is hard hitting, it's gritty, it's raw, it's awesome, great lyrics, great delivery. And then the keyboards come in. And I'm a keyboard player, so you couldn't you couldn't put a better bow around that. It was just absolutely awesome. That was
Thank you.
a great touch, a great finish, but really powerful message and very heartfelt. It was fun to listen to. Nicely done, Matt.
Thank you.
I said Laura, then James. Laura. Oh, Laura's crashed now. She'll be back. James and then Brett.
Yeah, brilliant, Matt. We actually featured you on one of our shows, Submission Transmission, a couple of weeks ago. It was the first time I heard you. The track was The Work that we played.
Yep.
I can't off the top of my head remember who it was that sent me the email with your track on it. But as soon as I heard it, to me, it was something that I like to refer to as working class rock. Very, very honest. I'd love to say that it also reminded me of, I don't know if any of you will remember this guy, a guy called Joe Cocker.
Oh, of course.
Who was an absolutely superb performer, and I could hear Joe doing that song. And again, the way that the piano finished it off was just top notch.
Yeah, thank you. I hear the Joe thing a lot, quite a bit. So
Awesome.
thank
So
you.
Brett, then Steve, then Corey. What was your thoughts here, gentlemen?
I love the song. I thought it covered a lot of bases from a different genre standpoint. It's as a rocker, but it had aspects for me anyway of a little bluesiness, jazziness, especially when keyboards came in there. Kind of reminded me of Steely Dan came in there out of nowhere. But it was bluesy, it was rock, it was very symbolic with the lyrics. And I like the background vocals are singing down that road. I like that part that came in there. It was a nice touch, and I enjoyed it. It was a good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Steve, then Corey.
Matt, what stood out about the song for me was how it developed, because you start out with your intro and you don't know what's going to happen, and then there's so many different things come into play, including like the backing vocals, which Brett just mentioned, which I thought like stood out and gave it like a certain feel.
Right.
And then I don't think any of us were expecting then, like you ended with that piano keyboard bit, which was also outstanding. And you said like it was your producer, but whoever it was, it just added that special touch at the end. So the song was like a composition. I call it a composition. It wasn't just like you saying, here's my song, I'm just going to sing it and play it. There were all these different pieces coming into play at different times. And I thought that was just fantastic. So
thank you. Thank you.
Buddy. The Story with Corey podcast. What was your thoughts? Yeah, Laura dropped out. I'm sure she'll be back. What was your thoughts, Corey?
Yeah, just to piggyback off of Steve, I like when a song progresses. One critique I did have though was in the beginning. I like the guitar tone, but I don't think it melded well with the synths. I think it could have used a little bit more reverb, but that's just an opinion on my part. However else, piano, great, came in right at the right time. Harmonies were great. I also really like the fade out, and I don't know if that was a deliberate choice you made or not, but it went well with that song of like you've been down that road before, and you're kind of going to go down that road again. So the song doesn't really end; it just kind of goes on.
Right. Thank you.
Everyone, Matt, we all love you, man. You're fantastic, buddy. That's a
Thank you.
great.
Thanks.
So that was Matt Maloof. We're going to stay in Pennsylvania. This man is called JJ Tyson, and he's one of my friends' artists, Jill Santabanez. She's part of Nashville Entertainment Weekly. So I featured a few of her guests in the last couple of shows, and here's another one, another absolute awesome artist here. The story is called For the Love of Freedom. Sit back and hear the introduction, followed by the song. This is song 4 of 10.
Hi everyone, JJ Tyson here. I want to first of all thank SMG Podcast and Nashville Entertainment Weekly. Jill and TJ, you guys are great. Thank you so much for having me. I want to talk a little bit about my song For the Love of Freedom. It's a song that I dedicated to all the service people, men, women, who given their life and gave their life for our freedom, for us to walk in the streets today. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be free to be able to drive a car, go to the supermarket, etc. There's a lot of countries out there that are restricted to people doing that. And for those people there, I call them unknown heroes. A lot of them are not known for what they do. And I dedicated this song to those guys and girls who put their lives on the line every day for our freedom. So this is for you. Salute to you guys. Thank you very much for your service. If you get a chance, anybody out there, if you get a chance, you see a service person, thank them for their service. I hope you enjoy. Take care.
Well, absolutely awesome. We all agree. We all love our veterans there. So, JJ Tyson with For the Love of Freedom. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
In this small town, our flag waves high. Beneath its colors lie tales that cry. Brave souls who were fearless and strong sacrificed their lives for freedom gone wrong. Shadows cast over the cemetery cross. It's a symbol of the ones that we lost. For those who have fallen beneath drifting flags, we honor their courage at freedom's price tag. They gave up their tomorrow for today's blue sky. Every 21 gun salute cries another goodbye. Goodbye. Honored names carved on memorial walls for the love of freedom. A salute to you all. Honor to those brave souls who inspired me. 'Cause standing together makes us truly free. In hearts full of gratitude to the ones who fell, I write this song for the love of freedom. Shadows cast over the cemetery cross. It's a symbol of the ones that we lost. For those who have fallen beneath drifting flags, we honor their courage at freedom's price tag. They gave up their tomorrow for today's blue sky. Every 21 gun salute cries another goodbye. Honored names carved on memorial walls for the love of one gun salute cries another goodbye. Honored names carved on memorial walls for the love of freedom. A salute to you all.
JJ Tyson and the JJ Tyson project. Absolutely brilliant. I was lost in that song there. It was beautiful. So it was. Let's go top to bottom this time. Let's go Matt, then Brett, then Steve. What was your thoughts there, gents? Matt?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. It was a really good song, and then just, it was about the whole, all of them throughout, and it was really, and the voice, I wasn't expecting that voice to come out of him when he was, when I saw the interview and was talking, I was like, wow, he's got a great voice. So, yeah, it was awesome. It was great.
Well said, well said. Brett, then Steve?
I was really impressed with the man's voice. Started off kind of low, like baritone, and then he just stretched it up into almost like a higher range, a higher register, tenor, and I mean, this guy, Toby Keith has nothing on him. It was a very emotional song. It was, very good lyrics, and it was a very impressive song. And I'm not a country person, country guy to say that I got lost in this song.
Well said. Steve, then Corey?
Well, like Matt, I was actually surprised by the voice because he seemed like quite quiet, like in the story, and then when we got the song, it was like a different ball game completely, and it was like so powerful. I would say powerful vocals, emotional vocals, which really kind of carried the song and carried the story. It made it point. And I just thought it was just top notch in every way. So, yeah.
Well said. Corey, then Sabina?
Yeah, it's a nice little tribute to the men and women that risk their lives every day to keep us safe and, able to eat happy.
Well said, well said. Sabina, then Alan, who's actually the next guest as well, Alan. Sabina, then Alan.
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with everyone. It was very emotional delivery, very powerful, definitely, as Steve said. It just immediately pulled you in, and amazing vocals.
Well said, well said. Alan, then James.
Yeah, I thought it was great. It was sort of a cross between rock and southern rock, almost a little bit of a Lynyrd Skynyrd vibe. I've read a little bit about him. I don't know if he's the singer on this, but whoever it was had a fantastic voice. I mean, that was quite a performance by the vocalist, whoever it was, whether it was JJ or whoever. But really well done. Nice song, very touching.
Well said. James, Phil, then Justin. James?
Yeah. My immediate thought was a good old style country song. Brought to mind many of the great outlaw country artists of years gone by, especially dearly departed Chris Christopherson, who of course lived the military life for a spell as well. It was just, I was blown away by it, absolutely blown away by it. And again, I've made a good note of the guy, and I'm going to do a bit of research on him and get him onto our station as well.
Well, that's why you're here, James, boy, isn't it? Well said, man. Phil, then Justin, then we'll get to song 5 of 10. So, Phil?
Yeah, Chris Christopherson was actually a U.S. Army Ranger, as I was. That song kind of hit home for me because I spent 29 years in uniform. So I really love the delivery. I love the message. Yeah, those are JJ's vocals, and he's an absolute rock star. And those of us who served, I've been out of uniform for 18 years, but those of us who served are very grateful that he's taken his talents to show appreciation. So nothing but good things about that.
Well said, Phil. And Mr. Justin Rayner?
Yeah, short and sweet. It's such an honoring message, and wherever you are, whatever form of Memorial Day you have, like this is an anthem for that day.
Isn't it just? Well said, everyone. JJ Tyson, we love you. Until the next time, brother. So we're going from Pennsylvania over to New York for Brother Dynamite. Alan's here, but we'll sit back, we'll hear the introduction video, then the song, and we'll get to the reviews. Song 5 of 10, this is Violet by Brother Dynamite. Excuse me.
Hey, Mark, how you doing? Thanks for having me on, and thanks for giving us a listen to our song Violet. Really glad you enjoyed it. Musically, it was inspired by a lot of our power pop influences, bands like Cheap Trick, early Elvis Costello. There's a band in the U.S. called Fastball that we really love. So it was written by myself and my musical partner Sean Monahan, who's the other half of Brother Dynamite. Lyrically, it was actually inspired by the character Violet from the Peanuts comic strip that Charles Schulz created. If you're familiar with Snoopy and Charlie Brown, when Charles Schulz launched the series in the late 50s, there was a character named Violet, and for some reason she just didn't last long, and she just kind of faded away right out of the comic strip. So a lot of people don't know about her, but lyrically this song is sort of an homage to that character.
Well, that's the introduction, man. Thank you, Alan. Now everybody sit back and enjoy the song. It's brilliant again. Violet by Brother Dynamite. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Sweet
absolutely fantastic stuff. Alan, that's wonderful, wonderful. Brother Dynamite, everyone. Let's see what the
Thank
legend
you, Mark.
to say here. Let's start down the bottom. Go Phil, Justin, then James.
Yeah. So I went to a Black Sabbath concert way back in the day, and Ozzy was so blown out that the concert was a bust, except for their opening band. And their opening band, as you know, was Cheap Trick. And I think you absolutely you said I'm like, yeah, I'm just sitting back in the LA Memorial Coliseum just picturing Cheap Trick up on the stage singing that. What a great tune. By the way, huge Charles Schultz, huge Peanuts fan, and yeah, I do remember Violet very, very, very well. She's a great character. Yeah, I don't know why she kind of disappeared, but you really picked it up, and just the lyrics were just hilarious. So well done. Really enjoyed that.
Thank you, Phil.
Well said, well said. Justin, James, then Sabina.
Yeah, it was a nice, fun song. I think a couple people mentioned in the chat, it's taking us back to our teen years of listening to this kind of music. I think if I'm being completely honest, like I'm still processing it. There's something triggering in the back of my head about it that hasn't completely hit me yet for me to articulate. But I enjoyed it, and when that thought comes to fruition, I'll let you know.
Thanks, Justin.
James, Sabina, then Corey.
Yeah, Alan, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, man. Immediately, I was back 50 years. I'm 67, and I was back as a 17-year-old jumping about to rock music as it should be played, loud and proud. And yeah, I remember Violet as well. My cousin from America used to send me the Peanuts comics on a weekly basis. So I think I was one of the few people in Scotland that actually grew up with Charles Schultz. Thank you.
It's awesome. Thank you.
I said Sabina, then Corey, then Matt.
Yeah, I really loved it. I mean, it's still, the amazing melodies and lovely imagery and the lyrics as well. Really clever songwriting in every way, great delivery. Love the production. Just yeah, it was amazing. So brilliant.
Thank you, Sabina.
Corey, then Matt.
Yeah, I really like the rhythm switches between like the verses and like I guess what would be the pre-chorus or chorus. The bass player went utterly nuts in some of those sections, which I really enjoyed. He wasn't sticking just the roots; he was kind of walking around, playing around with it. And fun fact: if anybody saw the Peanuts movie, Violet is in that, so she hasn't completely disappeared. And I also appreciate the love for writing about different characters in history. That's what I like to do as well. So well done all around.
Thank you, Corey. Appreciate it.
Well said, well said. Matt, Steve, then Brett, what was your thoughts there?
Yeah, I thought it was great. It was awesome. It sounded, it was real upbeat, even though it was about something sad, it was kind of had a happy vibe to it, the whole time. And the playing guitars and everything, it was really good. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Well
man.
said, well said. It's Steve and then Brett, what was your thoughts there?
Well, I can remember the Peanuts comics too, and I can also remember a lot of music that sounded like that from that time period, which I would say was really the late 60s, maybe early 70s, but like there was a certain kind of pop rock sound and you had it, So it was like it was taking me back to that time as well. And just a fantastic sound you had there with all of it, with the lyrics and how it all came over.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Well said, well said. Brett, what was your thoughts there?
Very fun song, intelligent lyrics, very thought-provoking. It took me back to my Peanuts days, and I'm drawing a blank on Violet, but all I can remember is Peppermint Patty. But anyway, it gave me a vibe, the power pop vibe, Cheap Trick, and also the vocals to me sounded like a band from like the early 2000s. I can't think of the band's name, but they sang the song 1985. Anyone familiar with that? But definitely gave you that power pop and had a nice anthemic chorus in it. I enjoyed the song. Good song.
Well
Thanks,
said,
Brett.
Brett. Well said, everyone. That was Brother Dynamite. Till the next time, dude. So from New York, we're heading to Nicaragua. This is a friend of mine, Omar Rios. This man is world class as well. I'll just let him introduce his song, and the song will be played on YouTube. Just sit back and enjoy this masterpiece. It's called Sigh of Soul by Omar Rios.
Hello, Omar Rios here, and I want to tell you a little bit the story behind of Sigh of Soul. Sigh of Soul is a song in commemoration of my friend Christopher Arauz, that unfortunately he passed away 2 years ago. So I released the song a year ago. It's in commemoration of his memory and soul. The song basically is a very soulful jazz bluesy ballad that reflect the feelings that I had when I received the news about his passing. And it's a very meaningful song to me. And basically I just try to put all the feelings that I felt when I received the news, and to me means a lot, this song. And it's my latest single, and hopefully soon I'm gonna release a new album that is gonna have the same title, Sigh of Soul. Thank you.
Well, that's the introduction, and all I can say is be prepared to be marvelled with this. It's absolutely wonderful. Sigh of Soul by Omar Rios. Jazz, 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 baby.
La siguiente canción es dedicada en memoria de mi hermano de cuerdas, Christopher Arauz, quien nos dejó con un vacío indescriptible hace un año. Estaba por ti, hermano.
absolutely beautiful stuff. The man's a genius. It's called a diverse show for a reason, but he's a very high level artist, as you can tell. Let's start from the bottom again. Let's go Sabina, Justin, then James. What was your thoughts here, Sabina?
Thought it was really amazing, very beautiful, world-class musicianship in every way, and those, instruments were just so calming, so soothing, just a wonderful vibe.
Well said, well said. Justin?
Yeah, I'm always listening to the story that the instruments are telling, whether by melody or harmony or tone. What I heard, was like the solidarity of the kick being the way we can feel our heart pound, when we get the news of tragedy. But then the tone of the guitar, like the wobble that was on it, and like the pitch bending being the shakiness that our bodies can have, that visceral reaction, to somebody we care about passing. But then ultimately, that last chord to me signifying that there's the eventuality of actually being able to let go because it kind of released there at the end. But yeah, it was a beautiful tribute.
Well said. James, then Alan, then Phil.
Wow. Just that one word, wow. I'm definitely going to pass that on to our jazz show host. I don't know if he knows of Omar at all. He probably will because he knows just about everything there is to know about jazz. But I'm definitely going to pass that on to him and recommend that he adds that to his playlist because I am absolutely thoroughly moved by that.
Ditto. Alan, Phil, then Corey.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was really heartfelt. You could feel the emotions from all of the instruments. And that's hard to do in an instrumental, where there's no lyrics to sort of attach your emotions to. But that he and his band definitely did that. And he definitely reminded me style-wise, guitar style-wise, of one of my favorite guitarists, Jeff Beck. I heard a lot of Jeff Beck in his playing, which is never a bad thing, in my opinion. But that was really beautiful, and he's a real good player.
Wasn't he just? Phil, Corey, then Matt.
Yeah, I was going to say David Gilmour or Eric Clapton, but I'm going to go with Jeff Beck. As soon as you said that, I'm like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I just loved what Justin said about how that it picked up the instruments picked up your physical feeling and reflected it. And I don't know if he intended that, but if he did, it was brilliant. And if he didn't, it still came through amazingly. Very heartfelt, very emotional for a very emotional event and time for him. And so I think he captured that just absolutely beautifully.
Well said, well said. Corey, then Matt.
During that entire song, I was just going, yes! Because it just sounded so good. The guitar tone, the lovely seventh chords that just draw pain out of the guitar, the killer trumpet, the switch to a more distorted sound was truly inspired. It had that B.B. King vibrato that just made the guitar weep. And I've been watching a lot of Spider Noir, and it fit that noir painful subject matter so well, and I loved it. Favorite piece today by far for me.
Fantastic. Matt, Steve, and then Brett. What was your thoughts here, gents?
Yeah, I thought of Jeff Beck immediately, how you can feel what he's saying through the guitar, and you don't even know the words, but you can feel it, you know what I mean? And the whole band too was awesome. It was excellent guitar player too. It was fantastic. I'm definitely gonna check more out from that guy. That's for sure. Great job.
He's been on a few shows now. He's world class, as you all said. Yeah. Steve and then Brett. What was your thoughts here before we get to guest 7? Steve.
Well, like my first thought was when he started playing was kind of wow. And like Justin was saying, and about how did the different parts of it would like affect you? You know, there was so much going on there, and I think I said about Matt's song earlier about that it was a composition. It wasn't just like somebody singing a song. In this case, playing a piece of music. There was like all these different kind of levels to it, and it was like almost like the guitar was speaking or singing to you. You know, there was like it was like voices in it. It was just amazing, basically. And you know, there's a word like the word spiritual. You know, tends to get used and maybe overused. But if you said to me like, you know, what was it? Could you give me a bit of spiritual music? I'd say, yeah, that had that it had a spiritual quality as well, and absolutely beautiful, amazing.
Dito, Mr. Brett.
The phrase that came to my mind, I'm not saying this song sounded exactly like the old Beatles song, but while my guitar gently weeps. I mean, when you have such incredible musicianship as this and powerful instrumental, the guitar, somebody's already said this, actually speaks to you as well as any vocals do. It speaks to your heart and your soul, and it was very powerful. And the interplay between the trumpet and the guitar was amazing, and it was a wonderful piece of music together.
Well said, everyone. Omar Rios, we love you, brother. Till the next time. So from Nicaragua, we're going to North Carolina. The gentleman's name is Dennis Ashton. He's a friend of mine. This song's called Raspberries. It's something different. Me and him's been through the same type of mental struggles in the past, and I love the wee guy to bits. And I'll just sit back and hear the story behind the song Raspberries, followed by the actual song. This is song 7 of 10.
Hey everyone, Dennis Ashton here to talk about Raspberries. Raspberries is a fun rap song. There's like some innuendos, there's some pop culture references, but one of the things it talks about is where I used to be versus where I was when I was making the song. So it talks about change, and it's just a fun song. And for the music video, when I was going to my friend's wedding in Texas, I actually filmed this at the airport mainly. I think most of the footage was at the airport, and oh yeah, and some of it was in the hotel and just my travels and things. And I hope you enjoy.
Well, without further ado, sit back and enjoy Raspberries. This is song 7 of 10. 3 more to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wish I had a wish I had 100 bad chicks in a fucking bachelor pad. Got some girlies in my phone and all of them are bad. And I don't usually brag cause I remember plans I had with my time and not so ironclad, but I still chase them like I'm mad. Yeah, I remember having $2 in the bank. Had no fucking job, but still needed the drink. Had to put that shit down. No more stumbling around town, cause I want the crown. Not end up in a burial gown, yeah. Oh, I wanna taste it like a motherfucking raspberry, but I won't be chasing that. I'm the fucking Tom and Jerry strawberries, blueberries. Wanna eat them off you, baby. I hope I'm not too wild for you to come and be my lady.
Seafoam green shorts tip top, navel pierce. Let's go and turn it up a notch.
Used to pop Zans, but now I'm popping Vans. When I used to drink, I almost got blackmail and scammed.
Up and gold plates on my wrist, where I used to have 2 slits.
We can roll up to the club, but I won't be dancing. You can hop inside the whip, have a seat like I'm Chris Hansen. Short so short that I take you to the pocket. Yeah, you make me wanna plug the socket. We can go and make it happen. We can touch it down like mad. Say she wanna throw it back. Now I need a vasectomy, but I might not be your cup of tea, cause I won't get down on one knee. But my flow go colder than morphine grip, even colder than my new fucking whip. She say she get wet, need a caution sign. Wouldn't wanna break her hip or spine, yeah. Oh, I wanna taste it like a motherfucking raspberry, but I won't be chasing that. I'm the fucking Tom and Jerry strawberries, blueberries. Wanna eat them off you, baby. I hope I'm not too wild for you to come and be my lady.
Seafoam green shorts tip top, navel pierce. Let's go and turn it up a notch.
Used to pop Zans, but now I'm popping Vans. When I used to drink, I almost got blackmail and scammed.
Up and go gold plates on my wrist where I used to have two slits.
Oh, I wanna taste it like a motherfucking raspberry, but I won't be chasing that. I'm the fucking Tom and Jerry. Strawberries, blueberries, wanna eat them off you, baby. Hope I'm not too wild for you to come and be my lady.
Seafoam green shorts tube top, navel pierce. Let's go and turn it up a notch.
Used to pop Zans, but now I'm popping Vans. When I used to drink, I almost got blackmail and scammed.
I put gold plates on my wrist where I used to have two slits.
Used to pop Zans, but now I'm popping bands. When I used to drink, I almost got blackmail and scammed.
That was Dennis Ashton. Definitely for the hip hop show. Absolutely, I felt it. I loved it. Just maybe one thing I would say is not everybody will like the swearing, man, but it's one of the things that's in some songs nowadays. But I actually love the song. Let's see what everyone else has got to say. Let's go. Can we go Sabina, James, and then Justin? Sabina?
Yeah, I thought it was a really cool song, great production. So yeah, a lot of things going on there.
Yeah. James?
Yeah, very, very busy song. So many elements in there. As you said, a lot of the mainline radio stations probably wouldn't play that because of the swearing. And in fact, I know some of my co-presenters would particularly with me playing it, but it's something I would play because I think it's integral to the song. It tells you what the guy's feeling.
Yeah, do you know, he does stuff in all different genres and stuff, and he's just a young lad, and yeah, I think if he remixed that without the swear words in it, it would go a lot further. Justin, Phil, then Alan, if you'd like to say anything. Justin, Phil, then Alan.
Yeah, I'll echo that, always putting that language warning ahead of a song like that. But I do think there's an appropriate time for it to convey the depth and the severity of whatever the emotions are. And if he's talking about like having slits on his wrist, apparently there's something very, very deep, that's behind all of that. And all that being said, it does have that nice little hook melody, da 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 da. So it has the ability to get stuck in your head, and to catch on. Other than that, keep working on that production so that we can get the full clarity of every word that's being said.
Well said, well said. Phil and Alan. Alan, then Phil. Sorry, Alan, then Phil.
Yeah. I'm a rocker, so I'll admit that that's not the music that I listen to as a rule, but it sounded like it was well produced. To the last person's point, it definitely had a hook. So that was good. I love to hear a hook, and he used it repeatedly, and it was effective. I thought it was well produced. But yeah, I thought he did a good job. It's just not my taste. I just don't really know that music that well.
Right, not a problem, man. It's still a lovely thing to say. Phil, Brett, then Steve.
Yeah, so that's two in a row that you've done with us, Sparky, where we've had a genre that we normally don't have on the show. One, an instrumental, two, a rap piece that both of them very, very heartfelt. I mean, he's rapping about getting sober, and it was obviously coming from the heart. He meant it. I love the hook, but I thought the message was just absolutely fantastic and great delivery. He's having fun with it. It's a very serious topic, obviously to all of us, but to him in particular. And I think he hit it home very hard.
Yeah, he got himself sober and everything else, so it's a good, it's a positive story. Brett, Steve, then Matt.
I'm not an expert on rap as well, but I was entertained by this song because of the different tempos, the different phases that he went through. He started off da da da, and then he went da 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 with the different speed rapping, and then the hook, da da da, the melodic hook, and it really kept the song from getting repetitive, and it was very, very, it flowed very well and well produced, and it was good. It was good. I liked it.
Well said, well said. Steve, Matt, then Corey. Then we're on to guest 8 of 10.
I've used the word composition for a couple of the songs so far, and I'm going to use it again because it wasn't just a rap, it was a composition because there was so much going on in it. And, you know, whether you like rap or not, the song would kind of hook you into listening to it because of all the changes. And I thought that was, you know, something which really stood out about it was that the production which had gone into it to make it a composition with all different changes going on and different parts of it. So it wasn't just a plain, I'm going to rap at you. It was, listen to this and let me tell you my story. And so, yeah, I thought it was, you know, a fantastic job.
Well said, bud. Matt, then Corey.
Yeah, I thought it was great. It's not, you know, the music I would search out for. And in the introduction, he's, you know, he said this is a rap song, but I heard more styles of music involved in it. It wasn't just rap, you know, there was, you know, all the different kinds of stuff blended into it. And it had a great hook and it, you know, kept you interested. It was a good message. And that I'm happy for him. That's great. It was a good song.
Yeah, he's such a lovely wee man as well. So he is when you get to know him and that. He's a wee gentleman. Corey, what was your thoughts here, Mr. Corey Rosen?
Yeah, I think it was a really great message. The one critique I would have would be the prosodic stress. It started off in kind of like a half-time feel, which I felt was a little slow, but then he switched it up into a double-time feel, and I really got that flow. That was really nice. Otherwise, I mean, it's good. I like it.
Well said, everyone. That was Dennis Ashton over in North Carolina. So coming up next, we have Cynthia, my friend. He's absolutely fantastic. This song is called Theocentric. Sit back and enjoy the introduction, followed by the song. Song 8 of 10. Theocentric.
Hey everybody, I chose my song today, Theocentric. It's from my album, Theocentric. It is the theme song of the album. This album was actually planned a year and a half ago. So when I came up with these songs, of course, I wanted them all to be centered around my belief in Christ. And that's what this song is. Theocentric means for God to be the center. So you will hear this in the lyrics as it says, you know, I'm just theocentric. It's been that way with me because God has always been the center to me. So enjoy.
What a beautiful little introduction there. Sit back and enjoy song 8 of 10, Theocentric by Cynthia.
Hey! Come on. He's 3 and 1. He's 3 and 1. He's 3 and 1. Now check this out right here. I ain't gonna argue with anyone when I say my God is 3 and 1. He's the center of my focus. He's always on my brain. Took a leap of faith, my life's never been the same. And I follow him. God is my reality, like the birds and the bees, the mountains and the trees. Center of the universe, my only focus is him. I guess I'm just theocentric. It's been that way with me. God has always been the center to me. Theocentric, the way it should be. God has always been the center to me. I'm just theocentric. It's been that way with me. God has always been the center to me. Theocentric, the way it should be. God is 3 and 1. Father, Holy Ghost, and Son. So I keep denying the power with him. When he can change, rearrange, and bring you out of sin. You only have yourself to blame. Take a step of faith. I promise your life won't be the same. As long as you follow him. God is my reality. quality, like the birds and the bees, the mountains and the trees, center of the universe. My only focus is him. I guess I'm just theocentric. It's been that way with me. God has always been the center to me. Theocentric, the way it should be. God has always been the center to me. I'm just theocentric. It's been that way with me. God has always been the center to me. Theocentric, the way it should be. God is 3 in 1. Father, Holy Ghost, and Son. He's 3 in 1. He's 3 in 1. He's 3 in 1. He's 3 in 1.
That was absolutely beautiful track. Sun Tail, Theocentric. Yeah, I love it. I love the man. He's been on a few shows and he's an absolute gentleman again. So yes, let's start from the bottom again. Let's go Justin, Sabina, then Phil. What was your thoughts there? Justin,
Well,
Sabina, Phil.
as a fellow Christian, obviously, I love the message in that song. There's a song I was trying to put my finger on the whole time that it reminded me of just that feel, something from high school. Really loved it, really enjoyed it, and the guy's got vocals all over the place. So yeah, he's killing it to that effect, and great positive message. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes.
Well said, well said. Sabina, then Phil.
Yeah, I'm agreeing, of course. It was very such a bomb of positivity coming towards you, and love the guitar, a great voice, and I also think Feel Centric is a very smart and witty title, and it really sticks. So yeah, great song.
Well said, well said. Phil, then James.
Hey, Justin, I'm not going to be able to help you with the song from your high school because I really stopped listening to music by by 2015. So, but that's 3 songs in a row. Think about it, where people have just absolutely poured their hearts out. One, we had a beautiful instrumental with about the death of a friend. We had one about getting sober, and now we got one about celebrating his faith. And I just think that that's such a central thing that music should be about, is for us to share our feelings, for us to open ourselves up. And Sparky, first words out of Sparky's mouth were, "What a beautiful song." Yes, it was. I think he just did it wonderfully. And I think the message, it's very heartfelt to him, and I think it's wonderful that he's sharing it with everybody else.
Well said, well said, well said. James, then Alan.
Yeah, it's not really the kind of stuff that I would listen to per se, but I've been getting a lot of this kind of music sent into us, so I'm getting a kind of vibe for it. And I thought the boy put it across tremendously well. And again, I've taken a wee note of him, and I'm going to go and have a wee listen to more of his stuff, and no doubt I'll put it into the radio as well.
Well, that's awesome to hear. Alan, then Brett, what was your thoughts there?
Yeah, I thought it was really nice. I think it was Phil who used the word heartfelt. It definitely was. There's a huge market for religious music, Christian music, Christian-oriented music. And I could see this totally fitting in very easily with that. It reminded me a little bit of an artist from maybe it was like 20 years ago or so, called Blessed Union of Souls. They put out a couple of albums. They might even still be around, I'm not sure, but they were really good, and they did this kind of stuff. Had some soul, it had some rock, it had a little R&B in it. Really nicely done. Liked it.
Well said, well said. Brett, Steve, then Matt.
Beautiful song, very spiritual, positive, uplifting. Aside from the theocentric phrase, I like the 3-in-1 phrase that he threw in there. And I can hear this playing on the K-Love station that my friends that I ride in the car with every morning listen to. It's very, very good, well done.
Yeah, well said, well said. Steve, then Matt.
Well, here we had another example of top quality production. In this case, I would say with the vocals, when the vocals were great all the way through, and it was it was a song with a lot of positive feeling coming out of it as well. And I just thought what you said, Sparky, like it was a beautiful song. That would just about sum it up. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it just? Matt, then Corey, then we'll get to the last two songs of the evening. Matt, then Corey.
Yeah, I liked it. I agree with everyone, what everybody said about it. You know, I really liked it. The only thing that wasn't said is I liked how the phrase three and one was kind of in the background, you know, the whole time. But he only mentioned what the three and one was. I mean, we all know it, but he only mentioned it once in the song, and I thought just that caught me. I thought that was really neat how he did that. So, yeah, it was great.
Well said, well said. The Story with Corey podcast. What was your thoughts here, Joanne?
Yeah, I always love a Christian song that's theologically correct. So really enjoyed that. And the one critique I would have is that I think it needed a little bit more mixing altogether. Some parts were a little bit more muddy than others, but otherwise, I think it's a great song. And you said encouraging. What was it? Lovely, encouraging K-Love. Definitely a K-Love vibe song. Great job.
Well said, everyone. Cynthia, we all love you, my man. Till the next time. So, from West Virginia, we're going to New Jersey for Hakim Romance. His song is called No Wait. Sit back and enjoy this. It's the second last song of the evening. And the last one is Justin and Brett together in a collab. So, right, sit back in here and listen to this introduction first. Hakim Romance, No Wait.
What's going on, man? So the song that I'm pushing is No Wait. It's an Afro beats I'm a piano song. Yeah, I can I can email that to you. Yeah, I'm gonna email you that right now, matter of fact. So bear with me. I got you.
That's the introduction. It's short and sweet. Sit back and enjoy the song. It's only 2 minutes long, this one.
Where do I begin? Patience so thin, succulent, smooth skin, needing this whole moment. Yeah, I'ma do it way different. Every second I'ma have to lock in. You looking too good, should be a sin. Ladies in the place with you, they cannot win. Looking from afar, they suffering. Saying you attend, don't do you justice. No, I'ma push up on it, all night till the morning. Ain't gon' be no yawning. Big Nash, and I want it. You know what I'm longing. Stop playing, don't want it. Bad, flaunt it. Oh, yeah. Where do I begin? Yeah, patience so thin, succulent, smooth skin, needing this whole moment. I beg, no nonsense. Big up my advancements. Pretty kitty ISIS. No need for announcements. I beg, no nonsense. Big up my advancements. Pretty kitty ISIS. She know be right at you see that. She know be right at you see that. She know be right at you see that.
Well, that was it. Short and sweet by Hakim Romance. Let's hear what everyone's got to say before we get to the final section. Here's Brett and Justin's track from their band Velvet Rewind. So let's go. Justin, Phil, then Sabina. What was your thoughts there? Justin, Phil, then Sabina.
Yeah, the dude's got super smooth vocals, reminded me of Craig David there for a minute. I know it's a short song, but I was waiting for the drop because it was like hanging, 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 and I was waiting for the bam. Um, so, and I don't know if maybe that's a promo video or if that's like the actual song or if there's more to it or something. That he said he's pushing it, so maybe that's not quite the full thing. I don't know, but it's definitely a groovy track. Love the music in the background, and like I said, super smooth vocals. Great job.
Well said, well said. Phil, James, then
Yeah, his I gotta agree, his vocals are just what he is able to do with his voice, the melodies he was able to carry and the raps he did. And then you throw in his featured artist with the strong Jamaican vibe, which just really I thought put a nice bow in it. I'm with Justin. I want another 2 minutes of that. It was just very, very energetic, and it's like wow, wow, wow. But I just thought that in addition to the production, the musicality, everything else, the lyrics, I just thought the vocals were amazing.
well said, well said. Sabina, then James. Sorry, I said Sabina first, and I accidentally changed the order. Sabina, then James.
Yeah, I'm also agreeing with the vocals being so smooth and pulling you in, and I really thought it was an interesting intensity about this whole the song, the production, the everything was very, yeah, the energy was very raw and interesting.
Well said, well said. James, then Alan.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I've been listening to a lot of Afrobeat stuff lately, getting a lot of it sent into the radio station. So I've been kind of following up on a lot of it. And in fact, I'm trying to put together a show that will really be all about African music. I'm chasing that really, really hard. Trying to get a hold of a producer in Nigeria who someone has put me in touch with. So hopefully that'll be something that we'll put out on Indie Live Radio. But this guy would definitely feature heavily on our shows.
Oh, fantastic, eh? Alan, then Brett.
Hey, that was a fun groove song. It was definitely a good groove. Um, Had a great beat and reminded me of like Wyclef Jean a little bit, who I really enjoy. But that was really well done. It was well produced. I liked everything he was doing in it, and I thought it was really cool.
Dito. Brett, then Steve.
I think the word that comes to mind is very rhythmic for me with the beat and with his nice smooth vocal laid over the top of the rhythm beat. It really was a nice touch, and then he went into the lyric, the vocal lyric, and it was a very just showed some real diversity in his talent. It was short, but it was good, and I could have used more of it. Yeah.
Well said, well said. Steve, Matt, then Corey. Then we'll get to the last track.
Well, it may have been short and sweet, but keeping it short for my review, I think it had just about everything it needed. And that's it.
Well said, well said. Matt, then Corey, what was your thoughts?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the interesting, beats and sounds, ethnic stuff that you don't really hear all that much unless you're solely listening to that genre of music or whatever. And now that we're able to mix it in there with the song, and yeah, he had great vocals. Everything about it was good.
Well said, well said, well said. And Corey, what was your thoughts there, finally?
Yeah, I think the vocals, like everyone has said, they were really good. I love the Latin percussion in the background. One thing that I would have wished there was more of was there was a really nice synth going in the beginning and throughout the rest, and it was either too compressed or a bit had too much of a low pass on it. I would love to hear that a little bit more, but otherwise, really great song. I want more of it.
Well said, well said, well said. So that was Hacking Romance, everyone. Till the next time. So the next track coming up is Velvet Rewind. And I'm going to have to swap the picture because there's two of them here. So the first half of this section will feature Brett in the background, and the second half will feature Justin. So sit back and hear, you're going to hear two actual stories this time behind the track. We'll start off with Mr. Brett here. 1, 2.
Hello, everyone, from the state of Illinois in the heartland of the United States. My name is Brett, and first of all, I'd like to thank Mark for this awesome opportunity to gain exposure for our music, my music. I guess I'm the lyricist and the songwriter for our band, Velvet Rewind, but I also get a huge assist from Justin Reyna, our producer, and our awesome musicians and vocalists from around the world. And I write my songs based on personal experiences of joys and sorrows of everyday life, dealing with the struggles of getting older, financial stress, relationships, these types of things that a lot of us deal with. And this song, that's what this song, but ultimately in the midst of all these struggles, I find a lot of inspiration and the healing power. I find healing power within the power of my love of rock and roll. And that's what this song's about. It's entitled Rock and Roll Forever.
That's Brett's story behind it. Let's hear Justin's story behind it. I've never done this before, but there you go. There's a second half of the story, explaining the story behind Rock and Roll Forever.
Hey, my name is Justin Reyna. I am the composer and keyboard player, as well as the producer mix engineer for Velvet Rewind, which is an international rock band. In fact, we are all session musicians spanning anywhere from Johnson City, Tennessee, to our drummer in South Africa, our guitarist in Italy, our singer in Chile, and the songwriter and originator Brett Gardner in Olney, Illinois. Our bass player is actually here with me in Johnson City. But anyway, I am sharing today a song called Rock and Roll Forever. It was the first song that I produced when Brett Gardner had approached me. And it's just about enjoying rock and rock music and the sense of the energy and the vibe that it gives us, and why we do it. Sometimes to avoid the sense of feeling like we're getting old or that things are getting out of control, but it really is just a call back to the good times of enjoying yourself and enjoying good music. And I hope that you enjoy the song as well. Velvet Rewind, Rock and Roll Forever. Enjoy it.
I'm sure we will. Sit back and enjoy this marvelous track. It's on 10 of 10.
Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go when we're old and gray? I just don't know. I just don't know. Do we just stop and fade away? I just say no. I just say no. I ain't gonna go out that way. I rock and roll. I rock and roll. I rock and roll till my dying day. Why do you have that sad look upon your face? You look like you lost your best friend. I know you're tired of the whole human race, but we are your good time rocking man. So come on everybody, why you feeling so low? We're gonna put on such an amazing show. You're gonna feel it way down in your bones. You're gonna feel the good time rock and roll. So where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go when we're old and gray? I just don't know. I just don't know. Do we just stop and waste away? I just say no. I just say no. I ain't ever gonna change. I rock and roll. I rock and roll. I rock and roll till my dying day. When we hit that stage, we're gonna give you all this one go, we ain't gonna age. Just like the Stones, just like the Stones, we will always remain the same. We'll just say no, we'll just say no. We always stay young and free. We'll rock and roll, we'll rock and roll, we'll rock and roll for eternity. Rock and roll forever. Rock and roll forever. Rock and roll forever. Rock and roll forever. Give me that rock and roll forever. Rock and roll forever. Rock and roll forever. Rock and roll forever. I'm gonna rock and roll forever. I'm gonna rock and roll forever. I'm gonna rock and roll forever.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Velvet Rewind, Rock and Roll Forever. Hey, what a great track. Absolutely fantastic. So obviously Justin and Brett, you're just not going to get to say anything in this song because you'll be biased against us. Let's start with the bottom here. Let's go. Phil, Sabina, then Alan. What was your thoughts there? Phil, Sabina, then Alan.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There were some hints of new wave in that. And you talked about all the other genres, but you didn't talk about new wave. But again, what an upbeat, energetic, fun song. I love the way the vocalists came, they were mixed in together. But what really got me was I guess you got Eddie Van Halen on the guitar there to shred throughout the entire track. That was phenomenal. What a great throwback. I'm a 70s rocker. That's what I grew up with. And I just love that stuff. But what an amazing production. So very nicely done.
Thank you.
Sabina, and then Alan.
Yeah, really, just agreeing with Phil. Such an amazing production in every way. Everything just blends so smoothly. And I also think, yeah, great lyrics, great vocal delivery, just everything. And also that it hit me that, yeah, rock and roll is really a state of being. I mean, we're talking about age and aging and all that, but really, I think it keeps us young, you know? And I thought it was a wonderful message. So, yeah, congrats on a great track. And it's like a rock anthem, kind of. Yeah.
Well said, well said. Alan, then James.
Yeah, that was really great. It was classic rock in its bones, but with a modern production, so it didn't sound like it was from back then. It definitely sounded like a modern song, but it had the bones of some great classic rock stuff, like bands like Styx or other progressive pop rock bands. It was really well done. And the other thing too is they mentioned that the musicians on it are from like all over the world, really, and you would never know that these tracks were flown in from here, there, and everywhere. I mean, it sounds like a band playing, which really kudos to everybody involved in the production of it, because that's not an easy thing to do. So it was really, really well done. Nice job, guys.
Well said, well said. Let's go James, then Matt.
Yeah, as I said in the chat, wow, how to make an old rocker happy. This is the music that we crave. And as Sabina said, you know what? Being a rocker is all in there. Doesn't matter how old the body gets. In there, you're still rocking away. And you guys really did manage to rock my boat tonight. Loved this song, and definitely my personal favourite of the evening.
Thank you.
Wow, that's some statement, man. Well said, And Matt, Corey, then Steve, and we're going to wrap up a beautiful show. Matt, Corey, then Steve.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everybody. I really like the production, everything, and that's why I was trying to think of who I was hearing things that reminded me of something. And you said Styx, and it was that kind of that genre of music I was hearing too. And the production was awesome. Everything was fantastic. Thank you.
Well said, well said. The Story with Corey podcast.
Yeah, from the drum fill in, it was a great production, and I can only imagine maybe some of the nightmares you've gone through with all of these being sent in to you from all over the place. So really well done. Nice arrangement. Bass playing was phenomenal. Once again, it was all over the place. The melody he had some crazy licks in there, which I really did enjoy. My wife is listening in the background, and she said it sounds like it could be in an old school Sonic like song TV show, and that's high praise for her. And I will back that by saying I think as a film composer and someone who works in film and sync, I think you really do well with the sync placement. Kind of like Camp Rock 3. I think it would work really well for that. Nice chord progression in the bridge and vamp. I think it was a flat 6, flat 7, 1. I could be wrong, but that's one of my favorite chord progressions of all time. I really liked it. High praise. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Finally, my Captain Greenbeard, Steve Andrews, what was your thoughts there?
I thought the energy was fantastic right from the start because it had me kind of moving along to it. But there was something that I was trying to put my finger on. What was I actually thinking about? What was I thinking? And I got it. And Corey, you just mentioned like film production, but I've already put it in the chat because what I thought was it would work in a musical. That's what I thought. You know, I could really hear that in a musical. Because it had that, it had it all. It had the production, it had the performance, and it had the energy, and it would just fit. And that's what I thought. So, yeah, absolutely top job.
Well said, everyone. Well, that was Velvet Rewind, and that was an absolutely brilliant show. So I'm going to stop it when everybody gives me the peace signs because we all want world peace, and that's how I want to end the shows with everyone putting out good vibes to stop